Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel where I'm on a journey to achieve my financial goals and hopefully motivating you to achieve yours as well. So today we're just going to be doing a quick budget with me. I'm just going to be updating my budget. As you all know, I like to keep track of my expenses just because I am on a financial independence journey and I need to know about how much money that I'm going to be spending so I can make sure that I save enough or establish enough passive income so I can cover these monthly expenses. So today I just wanted to update my budget because I have had a couple of changes happen since last month when I updated my budget. So first off, my husband went back to work, so now we're going to be adding an additional expense. And then also I was thinking, like, since this is for when I do achieve financial independence, there are some categories that I would need to add to my budget for sinking funds. So I'm going to be adding that onto my budget as well. So I do expect my monthly expenses to be higher than what they are currently. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first things that I do want to update. First off, I do need to add in another expense, which is gas. Because my husband did return to work. He actually drives to work, like he has a commute to work. He has to be at a physical job. So I wanted to add in gas for that. So I expect that we're going to be spending about $25 in gas because my car is really good on gas. That's probably the only place that we will probably be going for a little while. So I'm going to add in $25 for gas. So as far as sinking funds, I wanted to add in a category for my car expenses, which would include my property taxes and then also any maintenance. So I believe that my property taxes end up being about $350 for both of my cars combined each year. And then also just to get like the oil change, I believe that comes out to about $50. So I believe we do that about 4 times per year each car. So that's about $750 per year. So divided by 12 per month, we need to save about $62.50. So another expense that we would have each year is our HOA. So that ends up being about, I'm gonna say $240 per year. By the time I pay this, I always miss the due date for my HOA for some reason. Even though I know it's in January, I always forget about it. So I have to pay this late fee as well. So, I mean, I don't know if things gonna change. So that's probably gonna be about $240, which ends up being about $20 per month that we need to save. Another thing that I wanted to add in was for my escrow. Like over the past few years since I've had my house, I've had escrow shortages. And that ends up being about $500 each time. So I'm just going to calculate that in as well. Of course, we don't know exactly how much it would be, but just judging off of the past few years, we're just going to get an estimate. So that ends up being about $42 that I need to save. And especially considering that the value of my house has increased by such a large amount, I definitely know I'm going to have an escrow shortage this year as well. So we'll see. So yeah, about $42 there. So that's the same. All right. So I think the only thing that we need to update is my water bill and my light bill. So last month, my water bill was a little bit cheaper. It was only $113. So I'm going to add this to this category here where I've been keeping track of my water bill and light bill for the past few months, just so I can get an average of how much I should save. All right, and then my light bill was only $137.23. My water bill, I think that brings it down slightly. I believe it's at I forgot what it was at, but it brings it down slightly. And then this light bill was at $168. Adding that new amount into the average, so that brings it down slightly to $160.32. So I believe that's all the adjustments that I need to make. So that means that now, since I've added that in, my total monthly expenses ends up being about $26.78. On the other hand, we did add up how much the passive income would be if I was to quit working right now, and if my husband was to quit working as well. And we would have about $410 per month in passive income. And then, so that means that from our job, we will only need about $2,300 from our job to cover all of our living expenses each month. Because, of course, yes, our total monthly expenses is about $2,700, but then we have this $400 of passive income that we would be receiving without my job. So then that would mean that all we would need is our job income to be about $2,300. But yeah, that is it for this budget update. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. share with your family and friends to motivate them to achieve their financial goals as well.